Hey there, welcome to the channel. My name is Mohammed Giwa. In this video, I'd like to share with you my journey so far as a forex trader trying to get funded with a prop from using ICT concepts. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Alright, this is going to be the first video in a docu-series of me documenting my trades, process, trials and tribulations involved in me trying to get funded with a prop from $0 in funded capital to 100k in a funded working capital. So that's basically $1 million in funded accounts. Stay tuned to the end of the video where I share the reason why I decided to put myself on YouTube and share my trading journey publicly. I started trading a little bit over 3 years ago, and I started learning about ICT 6 to 8 months into my trading journey. Prior to me discovering ICT, I couldn't afford to pay for any form of private mentorship. So like everyone else in a position similar to mine, I decided to learn through YouTube. So I started out by basically learning basic support and resistance strategies on multiple YouTube channels and implementing that with multiple trading indicators that were like recommended then on YouTube. For example, all the stochastics, RSI, and so on. Starting out with ICT, I just binged on ICT concepts basically, and the first series I went through was the Went series. I could remember vividly. So I basically just took out my journal because I had a journal then. In the journal, I just jotted down what he was saying. Like he was like, you have to forget about everything you've learned prior to like discovering his concepts so you can be able to like grasp them faster and all that. So like I did that, and like let's say about 3 months after I discovered ICT, I was able to lay my hands on a mega folder that contained the 2016 core content. It took me about a quarter of not trading at all and like ghosting and staying off social media and all of that to go through the 2016 core content from like month 1 to month 12. So basically I decided to stick with the month 8 content, which is what I used to majorly trade now. The experience has already played a part in like my executions, and it's not basically like just a photocopy of what he's doing in the core content. After going through the core content, I felt like I was ready to like execute and just basically kill it in the market, but that wasn't the case. I took on to a forex trading challenge then, which I failed woefully. And what played a part in me failing was basically me not knowing how to execute my trading system efficiently just yet and not having experience in the market just yet. So that was basically the beginning of 2022, and that was more or less the highlight of the first quarter of 2022 for me. So for the rest of the year 2022, I was basically just trying to like source for capital to like trade, and me developing the way of actually executing my trading system better in the forex trading market. The experience of me actually failing the challenge after I felt I was ready was really humbling to some extent. So like I really don't like even brag about knowing how to execute up until this day. I just like take it easy really and go with the flow. So for the rest of 2022, I was basically demo trading and sourcing for capital to like fund my trading accounts, which almost all the effort I put together to do that went to waste. I mean, I ventured into learning social media marketing then, but I discovered it also requires dedication, just as trading requires dedication and takes like time for things to pan out and actually start working great. So during this time also 2022, I was trying to get into university. So the money that I get for my upkeep was basically what I saved up and deposited to like a broker. Then I was more focused on trying to like trade synthetic indices in the hope of me flipping accounts and getting up to like 10x or let's say 5x off of a small trading account. Then I can maybe buy a small profit account. But all the effort I put towards that also failed really, and I blew multiple accounts. So let me start with this. At the ending of second quarter of last year, I reached out to a friend on Instagram to actually help me with a challenge account to trade with, and then he got me a 5k account. So I was able to pass the first phase of the 5k account in 2 weeks. It was a walk in the park for me to pass that account basically. But then like I was stuck on the phase two for over 8 months. But when I started the phase two of the 5k account, I also started a 10k account, which was also gifted to me by a friend. All right, so when I started the second phase of the 5k account, I also started a 10k phase one alongside that, and I was stuck on the two for over 8 months. So there was nothing for me to do really than to just crawl out of the Jordan I was in and just trust the process and submit to time. So I'll up on my laptop right now to show you what the equity curve and the dashboard of the phase one of the 10k account looks like when I was in the whole process of passing it. That took me 8+ months to pass. So I passed that phase 1 19th of last month, and I also passed the phase 2 of the 5k account the 19th of last month. So I started trading phase 2 already, and that's what I'm on currently. I can't share what the equity curve of the 5k account looks like for the phase 1 and phase 2 because it wasn't bought in my name yet, but I can show you basically a screen record of me passing the phase 1 and maybe a screenshot of me getting the login details to the funded phase of the trading account. So yeah, I'll open my laptop now to do that. Alright, so I'm on my laptop right now to show you what the phase 1 of the 10k account looked like when I was struggling to pass the phase 1 for about 8+ months. So the drawdowns and the back and forth in the equity curve, if I was able to finally pass it the 19th of last month. So that was similar to what I have on the 5k account because I traded it alongside each other, but I don't have the 5k account login with me because it wasn't bought in my name, like I said earlier. So I might show the screenshots of possibly the account balance of the 5k accounts when I passed it. Yeah, so for the 10k accounts, let's hop straight into the Propform's website so you can be able to my flash phone so you can be able to see what it actually looks like, the phase 1 of the account that was on for like 8+ months. So sign in. So this is the phase 1 of the 10k account. You can see the balance here. Let me see the account balance, 10,600. All right, so starting out, I experienced a drawdown of about 5.5 to 6%. Yeah, so $9,478 in. That was the balance then. So I was able to crawl. I mean, this whole time, it was about a month to a month and a half already. So the whole time that I was in drawdown, it was about a month of trading. This whole losing streak was basically a losing streak of about like 17 trades. Though like I wasn't taking full loss on some trades because like I was already losing more or less confidence in executing my strategy to some extent. So like I was having what we basically call loss aversion. So this whole time I was experiencing a drawdown, and about a month and a half also, again I was able to like crawl up out of the drawdown. After crawling out of the drawdown, I was experiencing back and forth in my equity curve and my account balance basically, and that lasted for like I guess 2 to 3 months or even more, because I even took a break based on me believing in like stereotypes of people saying like don't trade January, don't trade December, and all sorts of things. So back and forth in my equity curve, and finally I was able to pass it the 19th of last month with like about 3 trades. Rest 3 to 4 trades I was able to manage well. So this is for the phase 1 of the 10k accounts that was on for about 8+ months, and this was the starting date, which was on the 6th of August 2023. So I was able to end it on the 19th of March. My win rate is really low, honestly. My win rate is between like 25 to 30%, and that's just, but I'm able to like manage it now because I now know like I can take 4 or 5 losses in a row and my 6th trade could be a winner, and it's going to cover up for the losses. Okay, so this is for the phase 2 of the account that I'm on currently. So this was based on equity, and so far I've been experiencing I experienced about 3 to 4 trades stop loss. I took a 1% trade also on GU last week, so that was why I'm already down back to like almost break even now. So the account balance currently is $10,016. So the profit target I need to reach for is 6%, which is $600. The overall loss is 8%. This is where I am currently with my journey, and this is the 10k accounts that I currently have to my name. Before we proceed, if you are still watching the video, please drop a like to help the video, and also you can drop a comment regarding your trading journey. How long have you been trading and how has your journey been so far? Alright, so I decided to share my journey publicly on YouTube to help upcoming traders and traders struggling with finding the slightest form of consistency in their trading. So they are going to know what to expect when it comes to like trading profitably, like the levels that is in trading. Like at some point you're going to be a break-even trader, at some point you're going to be a slightly profitable trader, which is what I am currently, and at some point you're going to be really consistently profitable, and at some point you're going to be widely consistently profitable. I am also a work in progress, and like I said, I am currently a slightly profitable trader, but I believe like there's levels to trading, and there are actually going to be people out there that can be able to learn 1 or 2 things from what I do in my trading. So And I believe like with time I will grow and evolve into being a widely profitable trader. It's just a matter of time and putting in the work that is required to actually become a widely profitable trader. Even if I am able to impart just a few traders with my trading executions and me documenting my trading on here on YouTube, it is actually a win for me to some extent, because since I started my trading, it has been more or less private. So another reason I decided to put myself on YouTube was basically to actually stay accountable with whatever it is I'm doing in my trading, and just stay the course of my trading journey without actually looking left or right, because it can be a really hard one when you're not making any money from trading. The thing with trading or any other endeavor is just that you just have to like stick with one thing long enough, and you're going to be able to make something out of it. So like I guess 2 months ago I was damn near going crazy because I wasn't seeing any progress in my trading, and I was just stuck in the roller coaster of me going up and down in my equity, trying to like pass this phase 2 of the 5k account and the phase 1 of the 10k account. Lastly, I would just like to have my trading journey recorded on a camera and reflect on its years to come, and just improve and be grateful of how far I've come by then. If you would like to join my free Telegram channel where I drop trade ideas and insights about the markets on a daily basis, I will drop the link in the description box. Thanks for watching the video. Like, subscribe, and turn on post notification if you'd like to see subsequent video in the series of me trying to get funded from $0 in funding to 100k in funded working capital with a prop firm. Bye bye.